Hello guys, so let's understand today's question that we have in Leetcode. Okay, so this is the daily question series, and let's read the question first, right? So this is question is 983 of Leetcode. Minimum cost for ticket. Okay, so let's read the statement. So you have planned some train traveling 1 year in advance, and the days of the year in which you will travel are given as an integer array that is known as days, right? And each day in integer is ranging from 1 to 365. Okay, so ticket are sold in three different ways, right? The first is 1 day, 7 days and 30 days, right? So 1 day pass is sold for cost $0, cost at $0, and 7 days pass is sold at cost at $1, and 30 days pass is sold on cost at $2, right? So the passes allow that many days of consecutive travel, right? And passes allow many days, right, of consecutive travel, right? Like you want 7 days travel, right? So you have to start Monday to next Saturday, right? Sorry, Sunday, right? Till that you have to do. For example, if we get 7 day pass on day 2, then you can travel 7 days, as you can see, 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, right? Like this. So you have to return minimum number of you can say dollar you need to travel every day in a given list of days, right? Do you understand? Yes, I think, because see, only two things we have to see. First, the different ways, like we have given different passes at cost at some value. Okay, and it is saying that passes allow many days, right, of consecutive travel, right? Means if we get 7 passes on day 2, okay, so from day 2 you have to travel like some day, and plus 7 you will do, you will reach to 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? Total 7 days we have taken the pass, right, from day 2, and that's why it is happening. And what we have to do, we have to return the minimum number of dollars that you need to travel in the given list, right? So I think you have understood. If not, let's continue understanding. So first of all, we have given one example, and this example is saying that we have given days, right, and then cost we have given. Okay, so we will read the explanation too, right? So we'll see. For example, here is one way to buy passes that lets you travel your travel plan. So in the day 1 here, right, in the day 1 you brought a 1 day pass for the cost at you can say $2, right? And because at here we have what, $2, and that's why we are having $2 now, which cover 1 day, right? Next day you have to brought for 3 days, right? 1 day, 3 days and 7 days, right? 1 day, 7 days and 30 days. Okay, so next you have day 3, right, at which you can buy brought a 7 day pass, right? So day 7 day pass, right? So 1 day pass it cost $2, and 7 day pass it cost you $7, right? Because here you can see, right? So this is after 1 there is a 4, right, here. Okay, so on day this on 3 we have to brought 7 day pass, right, and it will cost this one. So what we have to do, if we will cover 1, right, so from the 1 day will complete 1 day, right? So from 1 day what will happen after that, we will buy 7 day pass. So we'll start from day 3, let's suppose, and from day 3 we'll go to 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? 7 day pass, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, yeah, till 9 we have to go, right, as you can see. So we will get 7 day pass, right? Now we will come to here, right? So on day 20, right, on the day 20 you will brought 1 day pass for the cost of, you can say here $2 because we have only 1 day is left here. Okay, so if you can say it like this. Okay, so we have already seen this one, right? Now we will see for 20. So on day 20 you will brought a 1 day pass for the cost of $2 because we need only 1 day, and so we will cover our day 20, right? So if you'll see the total cost that we have spent is $2, $7 and $2 is total $11, right? And that's why it is we are getting the output as 11, right? Similarly we have example 2, and we have given this value, so you have given the cost, right? So what you will do, this is the 1 day, right? After this we will take you can say 30 days cost, right? So on day 1 we will take 30-day pass, right? So from here to 30, right, you will get 30 days pass, right? And it will cost you 30 days pass cost at 2, that is you can 7 rupees, right? And day 31, now we will take 1 day pass, right? Day 2, sorry, it will cost 0 1 2. Okay, so it will cost 15 rupees, right? 50 rupees on the day 1 because we have taken 30 days pass, right? And after that on 31st here, right, what we will do, we'll take 1 day pass and it will cost you $2, right? So if we'll do, it will return you $17, right, in total. So I think you understood this one. Okay, now if we'll talk about the constraint, right? So constraint is very important. So days dot left is between 1 and 365. Days at this one is also at 1.365, and days is strictly increasing order, right? And cost of length is equal to 3. Maximum 3 will be there because for 1 day pass, 7 day pass and 30-day pass, okay, will be there. And the cost of I is greater than equal to 1 and between 1000. Okay, so what we will do, let's go to understand this question and how we can do the implementation, right? So before that I'll tell you that this question has been asked in Google, Flipkart and Facebook. So this question is very important because if you already know that coin change is there question which is similar to this one. So I'll recommend you, after doing this one, you can do little practice on this one. If you find any issue, you can ping me here. I'll give you I will provide you help there. Okay, so this type of questions is it belongs to dynamic programming, right? So we'll see this one. So today we have seen different approaches, right? Four approaches total we have seen, right? The DP, right? So I will recommend you to go and watch the previous study video also. So we'll have a little hands-on on the dynamic programming. Okay, coming back to the approaches, there are multiple approaches we have. In the first approach you can see the you can say dynamic programming, day variant, and another is window variant, right? So these two approaches are very important. Okay, so first of all we'll go with dynamic programming, the day variant, right? And we'll try to see here, right? So dynamic programming, we know that it resolve the problem very you can say repeated problem, right? The sub problem if repeats, then we will use this. Okay, so for each day, right, what happen if you don't travel to that today, right, and then it is better day to wait to buy a pass, right? If you have to travel today, you have up to 3 choices. You must either buy 1 day pass, 7 day pass or 30-day pass, right? So you know that first I will buy 1 day pass or 7 day pass or 30 days pass, right? So either of these we can we have the facility to buy. We must buy either of 1 day pass, 7 day pass or 30 day pass, right? So for each day, right, for each day, if you don't have to travel today, right, if you don't have to travel, then it is strictly better to wait or to buy a pass, right? If you don't have to travel today, you have up to 3 choices. Either you will use 1 day pass, 2 day pass, sorry, 7 day pass or 30 day pass, right? so you can choose, right? So we can express those choices as a recursion, right? And we will use the dynamic programming, because see, if a thing coming to choose you recursive way, right, it and then only we should use recursive programming with you can say dynamic programming, because it will reduce your recursion. You can say the same problem it is coming to choose, right, multiple times, right? So that's why we're using dynamic programming. So we can express those choices as you can say as a recursive, right? And we will use dynamic programming in our application here. Okay, so if we'll talk about, there is let's suppose we'll take dp of I, and there will be some value, right? So if dp of I is the cost to fulfill your travel plan, right? From you can say there is some days, right? There will be some days from I suppose, and it will go to its some value, right, that we have already seen, right? So in the plan, let's this is n plan you can take. So I'll not you can say, so there's some days we have, right? So what will say, so dp at I means there will be some value, right? So it is actually a cost, you can say, right? So dp of I is nothing but a, you can say, a cost. Okay, so dp of I is the cost to fulfill your travel plan from day I. Okay, so to the end you can say of the plan, right? So if you have to travel today, right, so for today what will be the cost? Okay, so what we can say dp of I, right? dp of I is the cost of today, right? And it will become what, you can say, will take a minimum, and this will become what, dp of I plus 1, right? And yeah, we can say dp of I plus 1 plus we can say cost will take at 0, right, this one. And similarly we'll take dp at I plus 7 plus cost of 1, we can say. And we can take on more thing, that is because 3 choices we have. So dp of I plus you can say 30, sorry, I plus 30 you can say, and plus cost of what at we have at 2, right? So we'll do this one. Okay, so between these 3, these or these, right, which one will come minimum is our travel cost, right? Travel cost for today, right? Travel cost for today is dp of I, and it is the minimum of dp of I plus 1 and plus cost 0, cost at 0, dp of I plus 7 and plus cost of you can say 1, and dp of I plus 30 and plus cost of you can say 2, right? Because we have given 3 cost in the cost, right? You can say cost is at 0, 1 and 2, whatever the data will be there, that will come here, right? As we can see here. Okay, see we have given some date, some days we have given, and cost we have given. So this is for you can say 1 day, this is for 7 days, and this is for 30 days, right? And that's why which one is minimum, that we have to calculate, and that we have to take it. Okay, so I think we have understood a lot of things, right? So what we'll do, we'll better to go to the programming section and we'll do the implementation. Okay, let's go. You can see here we have given days we have given, and then we have given costs we have given, right? What we have given, we have given days, and we have given costs. What we will do, we'll do the implementation here. Okay, so if we'll talk about the minimum ticket cost, right, we have given days and cost. So what we'll do, we'll take some variables, right, and we'll try to implement this one. So what I'll do, I'll create one other function as a dp that will do the dp, and it will return you the cost, right? So I'll say public, this is a public method, will say it will return you the cost, and you can say today cost we can say today cost, today calculate, we'll start with cal clc today cost, and we'll say dp. Okay, this is a dp, so I'll take as a dp, I'll do underscore as a dp, you can say. And this will take what, two things. First it will take int, and it will take I. Okay, so this is I is nothing but the day, today, you can say, the day, you can say. Okay, so if this day will take, like if I is what we can say is greater than you can say 365, right? If it is greater than 365, we will return 0, because this is not the valid days, right? And if we'll take some conditions and we'll check if so what I'll do, if in the memory, you can say, right? So if we have already stored the value, so I'll take one memory, and memory will take what, memory at I is if we have some data, we will return. If not, if it is not equal to null, means we have some calculation already for this day, and we will return that one. If it is not null, we'll pass memory at I, what we have in the memory, that we will return, right? And we'll calculate our answer. So what we'll take, we'll say we have our answer, and this answer will take what, how we'll do that, we'll check if answer contains two things. If answer how we'll find the answer, actually we'll take some days, right? And if we have already days, right, distinct days should be actually, right? So what we'll do, first of all, we should start we'll take some variables, like we'll take let's suppose int will take, and this is nothing but our, you can say, cost, right? And this cost, we know that we have given this cost, and another what we have given is we'll take integer array, and that is called memory, that we have already understand. So in this memory we'll take we'll store the calculation of cost, right? Another will take a set of you can say integer, and this is nothing but our days set, right? We have given the days set that we will use, right? Okay, day set, you can say. Okay, and this is all we have. And after this, what we will do, we have given days and cost, right? So we should do this dot you can say cost to initialize this one, and whatever we'll have here, like we have costs given, we will apply here, and now it is initialized. Now we have memory, so we'll take memory equal to new, and this is nothing but our integer, and it will take 365. Okay, and we'll take some you can say days, right? Days, we have day set, and actually this is our day set. Okay, and it is nothing but our has map, has set, you can new has set, correct? Because we have taken this one, like this will do. Now this is done. What we'll do now, we have initialized this one, right? So after this we'll go to our we'll make a loop, this loop, and this loop will take we have days, right? So from the days we'll take int day, and what we'll do, we'll store on the days, right? Days dot you can say day set we have, right? So on the day set we'll do add, yeah, this one, and we'll add day. So unique values will be get added onto the day, and now you have set of days, and will return today day, that we have calc. So on the calc date we'll return, and we'll pass a value, and that is nothing but at what we have at 1 we will return this one, right? So now we understand. So what we are doing here, we are calculating date. So we'll first check if I is greater than 365, we'll return 0, means this is not the valid date. Then we'll check on the memory. If memory is not empty, we'll return memory at I. And if not, right, then how we'll calculate, right? If it is not on the memory, means we have to calculate, right? So for that we'll check if condition will do, and we have already made day set, right? So we'll check on the day set. If day set contains this day, right, contains this day, and this day is nothing but our I, and we'll calculate now. We can say answer, right? Or you can say cost. Better we'll say rather than answer, we'll say cost, cost of travel, right? Cost of travel. Okay, so this is cost of travel, you can say, and this will nothing but our answer. And we'll store here what you can say we have already talked about. We'll take math.mean, and math.mean will take what, two things. First it will take dp, what we have on the dp, right? Yeah, we can say memory we can take, right? Or you can say we can pass our we can do what we can say this one, this is known as, you can say, we'll calculate the travel cost, what will take on the I plus 7, right? What will take on I plus 7. First we'll start with I plus 1, and then we'll take a cost, right? And what we have cost at 0, and similarly take this one, it will return some data, right? So we'll pass at 1, we have 7, and this will come some data, right? And similarly we will update the same thing, which will come, that will come on the cost table. Now we will check the cost. Now we have, in place of this dp at 1, we will have some value that on dp that we have already calculated this step 9/28. Now we'll check onto the 30, and this is nothing at what, 2, right? In this way we will find our answer, okay, our travel answer. Now we'll, in the else condition, we'll check if we have already calculated the cost, right? So we will just update our this value, and this is nothing but I plus 1, okay. Now if we have calculated, now we will add on to the memory. So we have this memory, and at memory at I we will store our travel, okay. And rather than this one, what we should do, actually we should pass this value if this is not the case. We should take from calculation, okay. Now let me run this one. Yeah. We have taken memory at memory 365. We'll check. Okay, I understood. Actually we have to do 366, okay. So because see, if memory we have already, right, and if it is more than 365, right, means we have calculated. Now if that is not the case, right, out of one index will go, right, one index out. So it's working fine for me. Now understand this one through a little deep, right? So to understand this one,